a manuscript I wrote like years ago in college. It's funny because like when you study for these degrees and you're trying to get these books written, you spend so much time with them that after they're done, you really don't want to see them anymore. You know, and it's because you sit with these things for so long. You know. Anyway, the first thing I want to do. This particular poem was actually for my wife. This is actually entitled "I'm in Love with an Activist." With my forefinger, I trace her beliefs, patiently and carefully outlining their fierce and sensual edges, trying to form metaphysical dreadlocks out of their coarse and rich knowledge, a consciousness rooted deep in God's intellect in the depths of his wisdom's lungs. I breathe syllables over political concepts, skip liberation theory across her willing freedom water, and memorize the vibrations it creates. I'm in love with an activist, solely living to be her picket sign, her banner, her town hall meeting where she thrusts her ideas into the zone, asserts her life in a few words, and impregnates the social scape with her vision of utopia. Harmony built on conviction, not sand. Peace built on love, not ideology. I'm in love with an activist, a truth seeker, an insight slinger, testing American boundaries, a superstar waging a war on the front lines of yesterday, tiptoeing on the headlines of the last second to hold her breath and squeeze the trigger of protest tomorrow. I'm in love with an activist, an innovator, a groundbreaker, a world shaker, a lung collapser. Where would I be without her digital compass, separating the God from my ego, separating the continents of my intellect from my fingertips? I'm in love with an activist, in love with the bellies of her eyes, mimicking landscapes, building bridges of optimism. This is something, these are one of the poems that I really work in. It's funny, man, I don't do a whole lot of revising, but like once you like get into writing so much and then revisit old stuff, like it's not the same, right? Yeah, you gotta like speed it up, right? You gotta turn the volume up a little bit. This is called Whispering in Shadows. This is actually from a manuscript called Sketches of Revolution, which was inspired by Miles Davis's Sketches of Spain. Whispering in Shadows. Drums of a multitude beating believers out of unbelievers in the night. They bleed for 3.5 centuries, have imprinted memories, have imprinted solace, have imprinted stray moons. They memorize abandoned insight when the smoke clears. They join hands, smash idols, smash opposition, sing freedom songs, dance barefooted to congas and the trumpet of miles, the trumpet of new earth, new turf, turf of kings and gods. Who shall cast the first stones? They unchain memories, recite spirituals, peer over heaven's mountain. Spread wings, spread Ethiopian influence, reclaim soil, reclaim birth. Their shadows unearth rivers and parched villages, celebrate beginnings, bring forth the before them. Men, women, children, their souls have grown deep, laden with eclipses and bullet fragments, vision and social dysfunction. They no longer resemble men, no longer resemble blues, jazz, or hip-hop, or revolution, or black, or Nubian. They resemble stars. Ethereal existence of night, flight, and redemption. No question, they are here. I'll read this last one real quick. It's called, She Loves to Combat the World. She is a sensual knight, but loves to shoot into the polluted world with her favorite weapon. Her favorite tone of voice, choice is interpretive in her frame of mind, a landmine of revolutionary thought evolving to scream from the surface of American creed, American aggression. Learn the lesson, then destroy. Learn the lesson, then build a temple of unorthodox ideology, supreme ferociousness, lioness of an urban jungle, of a suburban sprawl wounded by overdevelopment, heart longer than Walmart's revenue, wider than a New York City block. She is a sensual knight, but loves to shoot. Loves to sit Indian style and interpret the fires behind her eyes. Loves to whisper an insurrection into existence, a violent existentialism. She flaunts a buck dance for the ages, for multiple centuries, without discretion, without worry. Resistance packer begging for the action, begging for the political thrill of tomorrow. This is her mission. The destination of goddesses who drive the Hummers of justice through city halls. This is how she begins, how the world ends, how liberation takes the face of feminine self-determination and aims for the head of conformity. All right.
I just want to jump up and follow.